We are recording.
Okay, so I'm actually very much in love with this piecing by webbing, by doing a webbing for the piecing. So what you need to do is make sure your pieces are organized. So this is my first. You're going to start just like if you were going to chain piece. So that's my first piece. This is my second one. And so we just line that up. And then you just go to the second one, right? You just like if you were chain piecing, super easy. And what I'll do is I'll speed this up a little bit for everybody else. I'll cut it short for just that. We'll just do the 4. So then you are going to cut your thread, and this is your first row and first column. So you're going to be sewing both your rows and your columns at the same time. So then you go to your first one and you open it up. You take your third piece or the next piece in line and just line it up just like if you were going to do that. Now we're going to chain down again. You're not going to cut the threads in between here. You're going to keep them attached. So then we get the next piece. Now you can do this with a full quilt. In fact, my Exploding Hearts, I did the full quilt with it. And these first 2 rows can get a little tangly if you don't, kind of keep it in row. So you might have to fight with it the first couple of rows if you're doing like 15 or 20 rows long. The short ones like this, it doesn't get too bad. But then you just do the same thing. You add the next one. And I will say, the further I get along in the rows, the less tangled it gets on those real long ones. So I was glad when I got about six pieces in. That's when it got a lot easier. And then I just have one more and then I'll show you how it looks. Might as well work on this project that I'm currently on. I do plan on doing a larger one for the Exploding Heart, but this is a quick tutorial. So again, you're not cutting, you're not ironing, you're just keep sewing each piece along the row and the column down. This actually goes really, really, really quickly. Okay, so then when it's all together, it kind of dangles and hangs like this. So your row is sewn together. Each row is sewn together. Now for this project I'm doing, I'm not sewing these rows like this. I have sashing in between. So I'm going to cut these. But if I were going to be sewing this to this, you can finger press, you know, to each side and nestle. But I decided when I did it, I wanted to take it to the iron and iron one way down, sorry. Wanted to iron one way and then the next row the other way to iron it, not just finger press it, because it would come together a little bit easier. But that's how you web.